Now, if you've ever gotten a parking ticket before, you know how unavoidably annoying it is. And you know how the first thing when you see it is, now what? How much? I told you guys before how important it was to catch people's attention. Now I'm going to show you an easy little trick on how to do that. You can apply this in many ways, but this right here I call the parking ticket hack. Make sure to subscribe below. Let's get started. Now all we have to do is create a convincing enough trigger, parking ticket, but we have to make it convincing enough on first glance. And it comes in with one of these right here. Now let's take a closer look on this on the computer.
Okay, so I'm going to break this down really quick so you can understand exactly what's happening here. I want this to be an easy concept that you guys can apply to a lot of different creative ideas where you can take the same formula we're using here and adapt it to something outside of the realm of a parking ticket. This is just an example, but it's worth testing out. So let me show you what's happening. Attention is going in a direction. All right, so your audience, your viewer, they're going about their day, their attention is somewhere else. Your goal is to take them to a specific outcome, all right? And that could be listening to your music, watching your videos. You wanna bring them to your art. So the way to get their attention over here, it's just gonna go in a straight line if you don't do anything. So what you need to do is place a trigger, some sort of trigger. Now in this case, we're working with a parking ticket. Why? Because no matter who you are, if you have a car and you see a parking ticket on your front windshield, you're gonna stop and see what is going on. Now, that trigger needs to take them to a destination. It can't just be a trigger. So you have to create it in such a way that you know it's gonna bring them somewhere. Is that we need a call to action. They need to understand that when they get to this destination, what is next? Or else, that's the end of the joke and so be it. So this call to action is what's going to take them to the outcome. It can be subscribe to my channel or, vote on your favorite video. Either way, this call to action is what stimulates their activity in this destination. So ultimately, this is the full cycle. Now let's take a closer look at this parking ticket. So there's some essential elements here. The outline is pretty standard, and I think the color is the probably the most important part. You see there's a lot of information here that we're just going to adapt and really make a joke, make it something clever, maybe hopefully something that people will laugh about. We definitely don't want them freaking out too much. But the whole point is that this is going to drive an emotional reaction. Special shout out to Christian for doing such a great job on this. If you guys want to follow him and link with him, he can do great work for you. Here's the Instagram right here. But if you take a close look, we replaced some of this info here. Let me just put it side by side for you guys. You did a really good job. We even got the lines here, it's not too much the same, but I think this is what we wanted. We don't want it to be a forgery directly, or else it just becomes kind of malicious, We want people to take this as a joke. Here you see we switched some things out. Instead of saying parking violation, City of Boston public announcement, we kept some of these numbers here. Now this QR code is going to take them directly to the link, so we did add some interesting aspects here. This is our destination. And our call to action is to say, catch people's attention. Let us show you how. So come here and get a closer look on how we can help you catch people's attention. You see how this whole project connects to itself. It's not just, let's put up a parking ticket and see if people will check out our link. We're using the parking ticket as a means of proving to people our ability to do something and making that completely relevant to our destination, where we're taking them. The next big step here is we have to make sure our print looks right.
So before printing this out, I had to ask myself, is this exactly legal? Well, I did some online searches and the answer is no, but I did find these articles.
I thought it was brilliant, said David Wallano, Vice President and Media Operations Director for Wicker Park. based advertising agency, HG Ad Group. Good advertising is designed to motivate, to move people. It did what it was designed to do, get people to come in. People who clearly didn't understand it got upset. My only issue is that our company didn't come up with the idea first. Well, that works for me.
And I think we should try it out. So, without further ado, let's go to Kinko's.
Tell me a little bit what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd recommend probably going with the ivory,
Ivory.
just because that way the back of the envelope kind of matches.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
just
going to
one
be
page,
white.
right?
True.
Just one page.
Yeah, I think we'll go with this one.
201.
Okay.
Okay, so now that I have this thing printed out, it's time to test it. If this goes right, this is going to be epic. I mean, right off the bat, you're getting people's reaction, and no way they're going to be able to ignore this flyer. The question is, how are they going to react to it being a joke? I have no clue. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. I guess our plan should maybe be to find a car that has a meter running out and do a little test. This one's got like 10 minutes left on it. Let's see what happens. So there it is. I think this lady's about to drive off with my flyer. And there she goes. Okay, after some thinking, I've drawn the conclusion that the issue wasn't so much the ticket. She didn't throw out the ticket. The question is, can we get the right person to open the ticket? And for that, I think I might have a solution. We're not here trying to just do pranks. We're trying to actually motivate growth in our business, stimulate that growth. So what is it exactly that we're going to do with this? Well, the next step is crucial. We can't just grab people's attention. We need to pinpoint whose attention we're grabbing. So I thought to myself, where is there going to be a gathering of artists? Maybe some sort of competition, maybe something close by, maybe somewhere in Cambridge, somewhere close to Boston, something like the Boston Rap Race. So I found out about this competition going on. Tons of hip-hop artists involved. Everyone's vying for this attention, for this top spot. So what if I bring this, the evidence that I can help them grab that attention, to these places where they are, these physical places, like this hip-hop event? Well, the show's on Thursday. So, as long as you guys don't tell on me, there's going to be a part 2. That's right. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Really helps me, and I'll be able to make more videos like this showing you guys some cool tricks. So we're going to this rap race thing. And we're going to place this, and we're going to see what happens. You'll only see it in part 2 next week, alright? So be sure to subscribe, like, write in the comments. I have no idea what's going to happen. Stick around and find out.